Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very nice orange juice with juicy bits, very nice indeed. In the previous episode, lots of things happened, mainly the spilling of blood in and around the canteen. We also had technically a riot, although they weren't really interested in taking stuff over, rather in either getting out or getting to a person over here. I'm not entirely certain which one that is, and I believe that person is still around here, probably underneath that hearse. Anyway, in this episode, I want to finish off at minimum this cell block. I know we were going to do that last episode, but, well, things got in the way. Either way, let's take some intake, and is that a sentence? Well, it is. I just don't know if it's constructed correctly. But we have received some intake, and we have a total of 8 new prisoners, which actually gives us a positive daily cash flow, which is always good. Over to our intelligence and informants, we have some traits, but I can't see anyone that is of great interest, as in problematic ones like legendary prisoners or gang leaders or whatever. So we do need to, let's say, restaff. So we're going to do that first. So over to staffing guards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to up our guard limit. I'm also going to get 1, 2, 3 more dogs and also an extra armed guard, and I'm going to put in some more armed guard lockers just so we can get, let's say, more armed guards in the facility. I don't know if that's a good choice. We'll have to see. Obviously, body armor is getting bought, guard lockers are being bought. We're now onto negative cash flow, but that should be fixed once we've done the inmate nutritional research. And I think, well, we've already got set up the staff taser training, so hopefully that'll be sorted as well. Anyway, yeah, last episode, lots of problems over here. Deployment is still set up. You can see we have got an armed patrol in there. We've also got armed patrols in here. What I'm going to do is double up on each of the cell blocks. I haven't even got a patrol in here, which is my mistake. But it doesn't seem to be the cell blocks that it kicks off at, really. I know we did have one with our leader, the gang leader. I say our leader, the gang leader, not our leader. The gang leader. Armed. Also, guard patrols there. Yeah, we definitely had a kickoff, but we managed to stop it. I don't know whether this is a prudent choice or not, but it's the choice I'm making. We can always reverse it. And there is people coming in. Hearses, sadly. Always bad to see. There's a grand completion. That is for the food inmate, the inmate nutritional research. So we're going to go to medium and medium, and then change this down to work lockup, and that's us back to normal regime. Still gives us a positive cash flow, even though we have got the, let's say, extra guards and stuff in. So that's alright. Staffing. Going to get another 3. It's still going to take us into negative. But I think we need to do that. Let's set up a parole, because it will cost us almost nothing. I do stress almost nothing. Parole doesn't actually... You don't need to... It doesn't cost you anything to do a parole. You need visitor tables. Well, we've already got some. We already put some of these in anyway. The only thing that we need to buy is a door. Which is overall 100 generic units of currency for both rooms. And that means we can start doing parole. Now, I don't expect many, if any, people to go, not A, go through patrol, B, actually pass said parole. But we're living in hope. Let's go over to programs. And parole hearing. 4 in the queue. Oh. So you can start as many as you want, because it doesn't cost you anything. Parole hearing is 1 place as 1 session, doesn't cost money. Led by a parole officer, so that's external staffing. 4 hour length for the session. You require a visitor table. Has 50 or 75% sentence being served, so you can basically go through parole twice. Can hire externally. Students sit. Can sit or be outside of work hours. Teachers sit. Students can be escorted by guards, and is easy apparently. I'm just going to remove the planning of that there. Weird bug that. It's been in the game, well, for a long time. I can't even remember if it's still in the latest version of the game, the IV version. But if you plan something, so there's P for plan, and you want to get rid of it, you basically open planning, and you can right click. However, it'll still stay there. See that? It'll still stay there unless you select one of these tools, and then it goes away. It's just been one of those things that I've noticed throughout the years, because, you know, about 1,000 hours has been dedicated to this thing. Oh, hang on, we've got... Oh, look, it's Prisoner O'Neill again, who, strangely, has been not only punched through 2 walls, they were tased twice, and nothing happened. Come on. The tasers can be reused. There we go, they've put the hands up now. Okay, so hopefully the tasers have helped out. We also have an armed guard patrolling around here as well, which is always some advantage. So yes, we have... I'll pick up the prisoner manufacturing facility. Basically to reduce our loan. In fact, we'll end our loan. We still have a credit rating of 10.0, which allows us to get a bank loan of $250,000, if we decided to do that. The other stuff, we'll get to it if we need to. So, what were we going to do? Well, we were going to do the deployment, which has now hopefully been sorted. We do need some more dogs, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need probably 6. We have 6 on staff. 7 armed guards. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about right. And we've got 24 regular guards. Good. Just double checking that our policy is medium variety and medium quantity for meals. And needs are alright. There's some luxury needs there, because we haven't got, like, shops and things like that. Okay. Anything in there that is massively problematic? Couple of critical needs. I would assume most of that is from people being in solitary. I think that's a reasonable expectation. And a reasonable assumption. Right, fine. Anything else to build then? We need flooring. I don't know if I mentioned in the previous episode, but it was left in a different comment on why don't we change this staff door, this staff door. Well, basically the staff doors here, and maybe even those, to a... Where are the doors? Doors. Remote door. Doesn't have a description, but remote doors can only be opened either remotely, through the door control system, or by smashing it up. So it doesn't really matter for these two, but it would add some more security to these. And it's not a terrible idea. However, remote door. Does a remote door need a door servo is the question. Possibly. I also should have closed that door because I've not actually utilised it. Don't need to expand the kitchen, as people pointed out. This is more than big enough. I always tend to oversize the kitchen and canteen. So, now that we've got a bit of a lull in the violence, don't need to assign prison labour. Let's go for deployment. Deployment is... That should be staff only. As should that be. That's when we have to remove the wall to put the power bit in. Okay. In terms of programs then, is there anything we can run? Well, we're running the parole hearing. Guard taser certification is passed. Well, 5 passed 50%. That's not ideal. Spiritual guidance we're running, 5 passed. Workshop safety and kitchen hygiene. Kitchen safety and hygiene. People interested, but we're not doing it. Foundation education program. That would be good. Same as pharmacological treatment to drug addiction. An alcoholics group. All of that would increase reform. I think the pharmacological treatment to drug addiction, or the alcoholics group. Well, statistically, I guess pharmacological would be better, because there's the more people there. Whether or not it'll work, I have no idea. We've still got 2 legendary prisoners, one being a gang leader, the other one being... well, I can't really say what they are without using expletives, so I'll just say, yeah, it's O'Neill. And we're still finding some stuff. And obviously there's unknown traits on some of these guys. Why is that guy just wet himself? Sam Hill. All over there and then just dumped the food down. Oh, hang on. That guy just flashed a rope and more deaths. What? Are we fighting down here again, are we? Oh, Rupert Wood, snitch and ex-law enforcement. They were taken out by someone. Again, I didn't see the trait, or most likely it was an unknown trait. Okay. I think I need to up our phone tapping capabilities. I think that would be a wise decision. Just means that we can listen in to more conversations and find out more traits and find out if everything's... I was going to say plan to be thrown over the wall, but they can't do that in this facility, so... Yeah. There's a phone tap. Been dumped down. And now it's in. So what I'll do is utilities, connections. I'll right click to cancel that connection. And I'm going to use the top one. That's 14 phones on that one. And the other phone tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. That's 16 phones on that one. I'm going to put that one to be all of the cell blocks. I know then it's not properly balanced. I guess next time it's best to connect the top one to the cell block here. That would give a more even distribution. But we shall see. We shall see. So, it is sleep time. Seems to be quite peaceful and quiet. Which is very uncharacteristic. Let's get some flooring. And there we go. Oh, common room, we're not going to spend it in there. We are going to put them in here. Mosaic goes there. Followed by metal there. And we have enough. We do have enough. We are going to be taking a loan out, though. We will take a loan out. Simply because to get another cell block, it's going to cost far too much money, and we don't make enough to really justify sitting around waiting for that cash to come in. And it's going to be obviously this one. Although, I'm thinking protective custody rather than another cell block. No, I think I do just need another cell block. I mean, technically what we really do need is the probably legal prep, quite frankly. Yeah. And guard towers. I haven't got guard towers, but what would that afford us in terms of advantages? Well, probably nothing. Almost all of the fighting has happened in the canteen or inside the cell blocks. Having them in the yards is not going to do much. There's another inmate come in. Looks like a gang member. I don't think gang members can be snitches. It says unknown. I don't think they can be snitches. I'm just keeping an eye on this. Looks like there's nothing major going on. It's these traits around here. The unknowns. And obviously I'm quickly scanning across here to try and find any traits. Could be of some concern, but doesn't seem to be any. Alright. Let's get another bank loan in. So, foundations, building brick. That goes in there. Followed by the objects of large jail door. Goes there. And goes there. And the loudest lorry on the planet is just apparently driven by my house. And then that allows us to clone this. Hang on, what? Oh, alright, hang on. it cancelled a lot of this because, yeah, I did right click on this bit of common room, but it removes all of it. Hang on, we've got fighting. Free fire goes on. And he's not so fearless. I wonder why they kicked off. Fearless and gang member. See what it says. Attacked staff? They just randomly attacked our staff. Well, there you go. See what you like about our methods. It stops the riots quick. This gang leader, I'm going to end the punishment on them. There doesn't seem to be any point in punishing them. If you punish them, all that happens is the danger... Sorry, if you don't punish them, then they'll go around and do their own thing and whatnot, and it's a bad precedent to set. If you punish them, danger level flies up. They're not going to learn any lessons because they're a legendary prison with all these traits that basically they're going to do what they want, and all of this will never be affected. Like, punishment is high because they're suppressed and locked up and such. We have done that, but reform's never going to go up. Security's never going to go up. No. Committed murder 39 times within your prison. I mean, I don't know what you would class as the cut-off for maybe getting transferred to a higher rated facility. But he's Supermax. Without a shadow of a doubt, that person is Supermax. Which was one of my plans for the expansion. The expansion was going to contain workshops and a Supermax area. The Supermax is simply for people like him. We transfer them to that. The Supermax has cells. It has cells. It has a canteen, and it has common room, and it's all in one box. And they never leave that. It's not a permanent punishment because you can do permanent punishments, but we wouldn't be doing that. There's this built. Cancel lighting. I want to cancel all the lighting and dismantle the lighting. I did notice that one person was released from parole, or via the parole system. We have to remember that the prisoners that are in here, like this is Jefferson Steel Flex, they're not gang members. Criminal damage and aggravated assault, sure. Served 5.8 years out of 10. Estimate chance of reoffending is 36%. Oh, means they're going to get turned down. We're on... I mean, our parole cut-off is 33%. It just feels a bit like... you're just not there. Punishment is high, security is high, health is... Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. Health, if you get it to 0 or 1, just generally classes you've done a good job. Which is a curious thing. Reform, I'm surprised it's that low, though. Because we haven't done any programs, I guess. Yeah. Oh, Tim Turner. Prisoner number 6839120. Aggravated assault, violent disorder. He's already served those. But grievous bodily harm, 8 years. Plea guilty. Served 5.2 years out of 8. Estimated chance of reoffending 2%. He's going to get parole. Yeah, he is going to get parole. Fine, then. So from here, yeah, I mean, it's another bank loan. We're going to get that clone tool out then. Quick build clone. We're going to start from the top left and get as much as we possibly can. Actually, do I need to get the outside of that? Yeah, because it doesn't clone. It doesn't clone the bits you're... doesn't clone the bits that's already been built. Now, hang on, is that right? It's not right. It's that. Is that correct? It is correct. And then it's that. So far we've had no major dramas when it comes to that thing. And I'm thankful for it. Yeah. There was some comment regarding this room and what we're going to do with it. I'm tempted with a shop. The prisoners have money. We have lots of prisoners working in the laundry and the cleaning cupboard. Surely it's only fair that we give them somewhere to spend it. On luxuries. Needs. Literature and luxuries there. Luxuries are the highest. They'll never go to critical, these needs. I don't think any of these can go to critical. But luxuries, certainly, there's a high need for 25-ish prisoners. And then, same again, really, for a lot of others. The others are satisfied because they're probably smuggling stuff in, quite frankly. Literature. I mean, we've got our bookshelves, so they should be able to, use that. But anyway, the workers are now going to crack on and build cell block D. There's another early release. A little bit of money there. Good, good. I don't know what this will take us up to total prisoner number-wise, but it'll be quite high. Won't be the 100 that we need for cell block C, but it'll still be there. I'm going to go for programs, and I'm going to run a foundation education program and alcoholics group therapy. We've been running this quite draconian and just, yeah, very heavy-handed. We've got tasers now. Hopefully we can subdue prisoners rather than having to turn on free fire. Although, still not opposed to pressing that button if need be. But yeah, more programs, more reform, and get in the shop. That feels like a fair push towards something a bit better. Oh look, it's Prisoner O'Neill again. Free fire. Because this is personal when it's him. They've caused us so much aggravation. So much aggravation. Technically minus £3 a day, but remember we've taken out a 50 grand loan and started 2 or 3 other programs. Speaking of programs, we have a guard taser certification. 12 have passed 60%. 2 are in the queue, so we'll run it one more time and then we'll probably knock it off. I like the way that they're building this, actually. They're building it from the right hand in. And they are actually completing it with, like, the flagstones and everything else. But they are magically getting their stuff. See, they're not going anywhere to collect stuff. Yeah, there was originally stuff had to be brought in and carried over and all that. But now it just seems to be that they can teleport stuff. I think the clone tool does exacerbate that as well. But there you are. One of the best features, is that a box with CCTV? I mean, dump that. One of the best features that was added was that the truck drivers actually pick stuff up. And it might not seem like a really important thing. And it isn't really an important thing. But what it means is, if you've got a vehicle with 1 or 2 things on it that is then holding up a huge convoy of other vehicles, they will unload that one bit instead of waiting for the workers. Because if the workers are all busy, they'll never be unloaded. Similarly, you've seen there the garbage. There was 4 bags of rubbish. The truck driver just picked it up and drove off. That wasn't waiting for the workers to sort it all out. So, that's okay, I think. Looks to be a fairly quiet night here, which is something I don't trust. We're going to have to do a shakedown at some point. 14 maximum security prisoners are going to be arriving very shortly. So, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. There's also more tasers being bought. And next episode, we will see this cell finished off. We'll have to put in some electrical cables and all of the utilities, and deal with this monstrous intake, which has instigators, gang members, skill fighters, strong, tough, volatile, etc. Either way, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect, and let's get this done at some point, hopefully next episode. And then we've got this room, which we're going to have as a shop, and then we're going to get our security, our protective custody done as well, I think. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.